Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. All the trigger warnings. This video is for someone who is releasing a karmic tie. Okay? You will most likely be someone who is looking for true love in life. Like, you are someone who most likely does not compromise. Because you understand and acknowledge that it is truly possible to have everything you want. It is very much possible. You do not have to sacrifice a thing. That is the lie, right? That is the deception. That is the misconception. So this karmic tie, I picked up on this in a reading I did for Twin Flames earlier today, and I just felt like I needed to dig deeper into this karmic release. So if you feel that you are releasing a karmic connection, okay, I feel like this is not something you want to do. Like, you don't want to do this. You really see no other choice. Whatever the reasoning is for that, that is unique to you. Okay, so what does Spirit want you to know about this? It's like you're once you get to a certain point of acknowledgement that something has to come to an end in your life, that acknowledgement, it's only going to grow, right? Because you've reached past the point of receiving confirmations that this just isn't, it just has to end. It just, there's no way around it, right? When you get to that point, it just becomes more and more clear why you've already come to that point, okay? Have you already released, or are you releasing? So you have the Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Three of Cups. So what do you need to know? I knew I could feel something Hierophant. There's a lesson you need to learn in this releasing, in what you're letting go. Why are you letting it go? Why are you saying no to this flame? It was what you wanted, wasn't it? It made you happy. It brought something to you, right? Maybe it was yeah, someone to love, right? It's the simplest way you can put it. And whichever way that connects for you, maybe you just needed somebody who needed you, or maybe you needed to be needed by somebody. It's not the same thing. Yeah, I think it is. But you get what I'm saying. Like, there was a reason for it. There was a reason why it was a wish come true for you with the Nine of Cups here. And the reason for that is feels because you needed that. You needed that whatever happiness that connection brought into you is something you needed, but it was also something that you needed to kind of burn you, to teach you what? Seven of Cups. What was illusion? Like some certain things that you thought you wanted turned out to be things that you didn't want or don't really care about. Like maybe something that you thought was a deal breaker is no longer a deal breaker. Or maybe something that you thought was not going to be a deal breaker has become a deal breaker, and that is why you're ending a connection or have already ended it. I feel like it stresses you out. You could be maybe you're dealing with someone who's volatile and or short-tempered. Give me something on the karmic that's being released. That did not take long to come out at all, did it? Ooh, there's something about what I just said there. Four of Wands. This was someone that you were committed to, like on a deeper level, right? Is like Four of Wands is like starting that foundation, right? A solid foundation for a solid structure, which is why it includes like family or super close associations, like family and chosen family, right? So this person was probably very involved in your life, in all aspects of your life. I feel like very personal matters and as well, like everything, right? Like, yeah. You are very honest. So then what's wrong with the connection? If they were very involved, what was the problem? It wasn't going anywhere. You don't feel like it was going anywhere. Why was it not going anywhere with this? Hangman. Because it wasn't meant to. It was meant for you to sit there hanging, stuck, until you could see things from a different perspective. And when you see things from a different perspective, it sheds light on things that you couldn't otherwise see. Emperor. Oof. Queen of Swords. I fell on her. You're really expressing what it is that you want. Clearly, openly expressing that, right? Like you're not holding back when you're expressing your truth. And something about that, however this karmic energy reacted or responded or whatever to you really speaking your truth, to you really just standing in your sense of self and truly expressing yourself, I feel like it was like more and more and more it kept building to really make you feel that it was never what you thought it was. It was never what you thought it was, but that was what you needed to learn. You needed to be able to learn how to discern between a falsehood and a reality. but it's, yeah, that makes you more independent. It's like now, it's like a feeling of not needing anybody, not needing anything, not from a wounded, defensive position, but from a assertive, I know it won't always be this way kind of position, you know, where it's okay that it's this way now. I know it won't always be this way, but it's this way right now for a reason. I just need to keep focusing on what I feel I need to be focusing on, and everything else will eventually fall in place. And maybe that's triggering this karmic, and that's why you're realizing they're a karmic. Yeah, you're realizing that you want something more solid, something more nurturing, something that allows you to really relax and really let go of the stuff that normally has you stressed or on edge, or you know, it's almost like it's peace. Thank you. It's peace. You're looking for someone who brings you more peace. But in order for that to happen, you have to have that peace within yourself. And you get that peace by doing what you're doing, by that Emperor, Queen of Swords energy, by really expressing what it is that you truly, where you stand on everything, with everyone. Right? But definitely, most definitely with those who are closest to your heart. Four of Wands, right? Like that, the family and the chosen family. That is really where the truth has to shine the brightest. That is where the sword of truth has to be most visible, most known, right? Because you don't want it to be an illusion. You don't want everyone around to be like fake. You know, you want the truth to be out and known, most especially around your family and chosen family. So the only way to get that is to just always be honest, and really just be you as you are, unapologetically. I mean, you can honestly, just by doing that, you can beat out any karma that you have that you need to clear, right? What's that? It's the lessons you need to learn. Why? I don't know. Why the lessons that you learned so far, why do you feel that you needed to learn them? What did you learn from them? Have you learned anything from them, or are you still repeating them? Ten of Wands, as I say that. Ten of Wands is a heavy burden, right? The person on this card is coming home late at night, a whole bunch of stuff in their hands, a lot on their mind, a lot going on, and they're just trying to get through it because there's still so much more to do. But it's like being in that position makes you realize what it is that's really important to you, what it is that you really want. Do you really want a connection where the sex is great, and everything else is a hot mess? Or do you want a connection where you know, it's always fighting? Like what is it that you want to get rid of? Do you want a connection that has more intimacy? Do you want a connection that has more freedom, right? Do you want a connection that it's like, transformative. You want a connection that is as transformative as it needs to be, because the only constant in life is change. I feel, I mean, come on, you've got this Emperor energy coming out here, right? It's like I'm seeing someone go through their life from like kid, you know, and saying all the things that they want, and then as they're a teenager or like early whatever, like these things start to come manifest true, because, you know, kids are big dreamers, right? So there's power in that. But it like builds and gets to the point where you start changing what you want. For whatever reason, what you want changes because of different things that you experience, and just how it impacts you. This is kind of the same thing. This is just something that a lesson that's learned through another person. So you're learning what you want from a partner, from a bad partner. Now, what was the tie here? Somehow you made each other stronger. What more is there to this tie? Wheel of Fate. Or Fortune, whichever one you want to call it. You know, the karmics in our life, they're really some of our greatest teachers. Yes, some of our greatest pain comes from experiences with them, but at the same time, we wouldn't become who we are with the with the knowing of what we want to, or who we want to become, if it weren't for what we experienced because of them. So there's like a silent grace in that, right? Acknowledging that there was a purpose to the pain, right? And sometimes that can be hard to swallow, a hard pill to swallow. But it's also what ends up really lighting us up inside. I want to know, how is the karmic handling what's happening? Ace of Swords, which is learning truth. And Four of Cups. This is apathy, like Death card at the bottom. Clarify these two. Time together, please. Oh. It feels like this person is infatuated with you, that the truth is that they're just infatuated with you. They've been claiming it's love, and they've been ignoring love being shown to them in different ways. Because they want to have what they want. Like, they want to have what they want their way. Like, it's like they're trying to control how they receive what God wants to give them, right? What's that? That's the devil's work, right? So they're literally going in the opposite direction of where they actually want to be going. But this is good, because this is going to balance things out for them with the Six of Pentacles here. And then the Seven of Pentacles. This is something that has been a long time coming that they need to learn. But the universe, God has to flip them upside down. Hangman, look, Hangman for, again. Not only did you need the new perspective, but in you gaining this new perspective just by, you know, really vocalizing into the world what you really want and how you really feel and what you really think, just by doing that, it's had this ripple effect, right? To when this person reacted in certain ways and then started again with the control. Maybe this person was like using sex. Maybe they were I think that's part of the reason that pulled you away. I don't feel that you're as sexually attracted to this person as they are to you. It definitely feels like it's more from their end than yours. So protect your sexual energy, your sensual energy, your creative energy, your strength, your power at this time, okay? Pray about it, envision some form of protection for yourself, for your sacred energies, and at the same time that you protect that, you really have to protect everything, because when they can't get to you through your body, they're gonna be in the process of trying to figure out why, what are they thinking, why can't I get through to them? So that could cause headaches for you. So then you're gonna make sure you're gonna need to be protecting all of your energies, everything, your entire being. Okay, you need to envision your entire being protected, from the tippy top of your head to the soles of your feet, tip of your toes, everything. And really just pray about that, and then know you're safe and protected. This is just to make sure that it's an extra barrier you're putting up against them, because I really feel that this karmic release has been divinely guided. Okay, and God, Spirit, whoever you pray to, please, just because I say God, don't get offended. Okay, put in whatever you use. Just know that I say God because that's my belief system. Okay, and I really want to help people, and I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to judge anyone, lest you don't judge lest you be judged, or something like that, right? But God's really asking you to just let control be given over. Release that, and allow yourself to fall back into that energy of really just relax. Just relax and let it happen. If somebody wants to snap and go off on you, let them snap and go off on you, as long as they don't put hands on you, right? Because I don't know about you, but if someone puts hands on me, I'm gonna put hands right back. That's just the way I work. So maybe that's how you feel, and I don't care if you're man or woman, whatever. I don't care who it is. Nobody's got the right to put hands on anybody. Nobody. And I feel like I might be speaking to a man directly, but I'm gonna tell you, like I tell my sons, you never hit a woman. But if this woman's coming at you, I'm like, if she's trying to beat your ass or trying to kill you, like, you need to defend yourself. You have a God-given right to defend yourself if someone is physically trying to hurt you. Okay, and just like you have the right to defend yourself if someone's verbally trying to hurt you. Maybe this person comes at you with their words, trying to manipulate you, trying to control you. Maybe they know exactly what to say to get you turned on, but you want more than sex at this point. So you're saying no to it because you already know what they have to offer, and what they have to offer is not what you want. And no matter what they say, you know that it's just something is just not there. Right? So you don't need to explore that anymore. And it's not being slutty, it's not being trashy, it's not being you're not a user or anything like that. You are just learning your truths. You're learning your truths. You're walking your path in life. You're learning who you are. And this has to happen. This is something that has to happen, because I don't feel that this karmic energy is giving you what you need. What is the karmic trying to do at this time? What is their intent for my viewer, please? Thank you. They want to be like your one and only. King of Pentacles. They want to be the only person you're with. Because to them, they believe that they believe that they should be the world to you. That they should be all that you want. But I feel like that really puts you off in a certain kind of way, because you could be somebody that believes that nobody owns anybody, right? And we choose every day. It's a choice. Every minute, every second of every day, we are actively making choices of what we want to continue in our lives. And that can change at any given point in time, because we are allowed to grow, we are allowed to change, we are allowed to get in that hangman's position and take on a new point of view in life, right? We're allowed to experience new things. We're allowed to want to experience new things, to experience different things, okay? What do they think they're going to get from this? Chariot. It's like forward movement. Maybe this person was pushing for some sort of commitment from you that you just weren't ready for. But we've got Hermit, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords. Yeah, I don't feel that they got what they wanted. And they're being guided to let go. I feel like this is hurting them, and I feel like they're being guided to let go because God has really stepped in and tried to balance things out, right? Trying to shine that light to show you where the shadows are so that you can find your way through the loss, right? The loss, the hurt, the pain, the suffering, the cold of being rejected, and acknowledging that all you need is yourself. And when you get to the point that you feel that you can't live with somebody without somebody else, like that's a lesson in and of itself, Hierophant, right? Like you don't need anybody. Nobody needs anybody. What we need are connections that help sustain us, not connections that try to hold us back. Because if you're there and you're always there, but all you're doing is holding me back, all you're doing is shooting down my dreams, all you're doing is, pointing out negative things, or trying to persuade me to see things your way or go to places you want to go, like maybe if there's that many differences, if there's that much stuff that you feel you've got to do that much work to try to get me to blend and mesh well with you, then maybe it just doesn't need to mesh at all. Okay? Because that's control. That's not love. Love is free flowing. Love is wild and free. Okay? And yet still in all of that wildness and all of that freedom, it is still choosing. A sacred divine union is in all of that freedom, still choosing to come back to each other and choosing one another, right? As you are, accepting each other as you are, however you're changing, however you're developing, you accepting them, like each other, just that acceptance and growth. What does the universe want to have happen? What does God want? A choice needs to be made. Three of Wands. What is the choice that... What is the choice that needs to be made for my viewer? What seeds do you want to plant? What do you want to grow in your life? And what do you want to put an end to, right? Yeah, it might hurt this person and it might hurt you moving away, right? Because when a heart breaks, it don't break even. That song from, is it The Fray or something like that? Or, I don't know. You could be experiencing a lot of nostalgia at this point. So this feels like this was someone that you were involved with for a while. Again, Four of Pentacles. This could be like a high school sweetheart. This could be like a childhood... yeah, the high school sweetheart. That's what that is. Usually high school sweetheart. It's not just meeting in high school, but it's like childhood sweetheart would be like somebody that you've known since you were little and you guys kind of grew up together and at some point tried being together, but it was definitely not meant to be that way with what's going on here. Like one person sees it as that, but it's only because they don't know enough about themselves at this point in time to really make a level-headed decision about it. But you feel like you are more level-headed You feel that it feels like you are definitely more balanced and grounded. You really know who you are. You really know what you believe, right? You really know what you feel love should look like and feel like and be like. And you're okay with um walking away if it doesn't feel that way. Walking away, it doesn't matter how long and you've been with this person or how much you love them. When it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right, right? And that Three of Swords is what comes in and shatters the illusions of the Seven of Cups, right? It shows you which cup you really chose, or what was really in the cup that you chose, right? I say that a lot. Right, like, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, Ten of Swords, rebirth. This ending has to happen. Why does this ending have to happen? The Sun card. So that you can really find your happiness. And they can too. It's not just about you. When you break someone's heart, you know, but you do it from a place of knowing that you are not what the person who can make them happy because they don't make you happy. So if you're not happy, you know that person's never going to make you happy. Because if they could make you happy, they would. It's magic. Love is magic. It just happens. Still choosing each other after 80 years just happens. It's not like things don't come up. It's not like there isn't stuff that we go through within that we don't tell anyone about that then still somehow guides us to have an even deeper commitment, right? Without our partner ever knowing, just because some battles are within, right? And we don't always express all of those outwardly. But that's how it's meant to be because that's how the magic works. You have to trust within you, get out of your head, stop trying to control it. And I feel that this person's control may have somehow spilled over onto you. So take note if you feel like you're trying to control things. Anything that you seem to be trying to control or that you think you might be trying to control, try to ease back on that a little bit, right? Just let things happen. Let things kind of, it's like, yeah, thank you. It's like take a step back and look at the picture that's being drawn. Take a pause and look back at your path, right? Where are you at? Look around. Look around the trail, right? If you're out hiking, look around the trail and get your bearings. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Gather your bearings on the situation. You could be journaling at this time, or maybe journaling will help you, writing down how you feel about this karmic that you're releasing. Really allow yourself to write down what it really is that you like about this person. And in writing down what you like if you write down certain things might lead you to think like, well, okay, there was a reason why I was keeping this person around, right? It was showing me what I was looking for that I felt would be fair to have from my partner, while I'm doing what I think is my fair share of. It's like, I don't know how to explain this. It's just literally, it's just part of establishing your the role you want in a relationship. And not only that, but like what type of relationship you want to have. That in itself can change. And this is why relationships are so hard. This is why, you know, a lot more people in the world should really stop jumping into relationship content with others without first identifying what their own vulnerabilities are, right? Like if you're a sucker for this, that, or the other, well, make sure you have your guard up against that if it encounters you, right? Acknowledge why you need to have your guard up for that. Maybe there's, there's certain traits, characteristics about potential partners that make you get carried away or swept up in your emotions, right? To where you're like over dreaming and instead of keeping your feet on the ground, right? But that in and of itself, allowing yourself to flow freely and imagine and daydream like that about each person, it allows you to really identify what it is that you want. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. Imagine whatever you want to imagine with that person. And then figure out why it is that you're imagining that. It's because that's what you're lacking in your life, right? It's what you're seeking. But maybe your way of seeking it is what's throwing you off, because there could be some things that, some traits within yourself or aspects that you're going to be letting go as you realize that they're not a part of what makes you whole. It's because there's now information that you have from this connection that's helping you to identify which parts of the past you want to celebrate and which parts of the past you want to let go, that you don't want to experience anymore, right? It's learning what you want to successfully accomplish in your life and what that includes. This is the gift of clarity. You're receiving the gift of clarity. That's how you're releasing this karmic energy. This person doesn't want to let go, collective. I'm so sorry. This person doesn't want to let go. They could be calling you, crying, leaving you messages, crying, texting you that they're sad. And I feel like, I feel like their loved ones around them, friends, family members, whatever, like God is trying to move everyone that they come in contact with around them to show them that there's something better possible for you. Just let this be what it is. But this person, it's like they're like Narcissus with the golden mirror, where it was he couldn't stop looking at himself in the mirror and it was a cursed object basically, and so he did that until he ceased to exist and couldn't do anything else. So this person is obsessing again with the obsession energy, but it's because they're obsessing over having what they want and they're trying to control it, and that is not the way that things work, right? Everything is about choice, and if you take away another's choice in connecting with you, that's no longer love. That is now you being the devil. That is you being in bad energy. That is you trying to dominate another's free will. And you can't do that. It's not allowed. You will be punished. And that person will get a new beginning. You will have to see them go and get everything that they want while you're sitting there seething, obsessing over it, right? But it feels, collective, like you're really, really just focused on what it is that you want, and you're trusting yourself. You're trusting what you're feeling. You're trusting what you're knowing, and it's like things are going to start moving really fast for you in beautiful ways, right? Towards a more towards peace of mind, towards a more relaxed state of being. I feel that the more time you spend away from this person, the more it forces them to remove their masks, because they no longer can regulate their emotions the way that they were using you, right? The way that they were manipulating the energies. They're no longer being allowed to do that. So now it's like it's putting them in a position where they're feeling out of control, right? They're getting spiraling. So they could be spiraling. They really feel like they've taken a big loss at this time, right? But this is healing for them. They just can't see it right now because they're too busy focusing on what they've lost. And what have they lost? They lost somebody that they you know, feel that they love, that they yeah, I really feel like this person, they part of the reason that they were so in love with you, I think, is because I think they might have been like obsessed with your body or like your physical appearance. So this could be that you're physically everything that they've ever wanted. And they're holding on to that because they feel that because you are that, or they feel that you are that you should be in every way. But that's not how it works, because there's like billions of people, right, on the planet, and there are a lot of beautiful people in the world. There's so freaking many. Like, everybody's beautiful, right, once you get to know the soul. And then there are those that aren't, and those are the ones we got to cut out, right? This person feels like they want to fight for you, but it's over, and they're defensive about that. They don't want to let it go. They're holding on to this. They're losing sleep over it because they're not paying attention to what it is that they're being guided to heal. They just keep thinking about it. This person could be drinking a lot. You could get a drunk call from this person or a drunk text from this person. I feel like this is going to stress you out, but you're still going to walk away from them because you're holding true to what it is that you really want. And you're being as gentle, and I feel you're being as gentle as you can with this person, but you're speaking the truth, and you're telling them that you do love them, but not in the way that they're loving you, right? That you don't want to continue this connection, that there's something that isn't there for you, and you know it because of how it makes you feel, and you know that it's not making you feel the way that you want to feel. And this is really bringing up some dark stuff for them that they don't want to think about. They could be somebody that maybe whenever an argument would start in your relationship, maybe this person would start making out with you, or like trying to get you excited and to try to make you forget, right? Or to like move on from the argument, which that doesn't work anymore. I feel that now you are more grounded, and I feel like you have this more sense of control over yourself, and it's because judgment was called on this to heighten your intuition so that you can see how your energy was being manipulated. But that's the beauty of it, because no matter how hard they try now, no matter how they come in trying to be, you still can tell what's genuine and what's not. And that's going to make them learn whatever it is that they need to learn so that they can grow as well. And they're going to be in their head about it for a little while, because again, something about you had them on cloud 9, and they thought that was going to be it. But it's like they wanted to make choices for you. And it's almost like they felt that you should be happy with the choices that they were making. They felt like you should want the same things that they want, but it's almost like they want it to be so enmeshed in your energy that you aren't individuals anymore. And that's not happiness. That is not reality. That's not how it works. Okay. And so that's why now what's coming in for this person is a tower, right? A tower of what? A tower of learning a lesson, no matter how it has to be learned, right? Gaining that truth, no matter how it has to be gained. And it's because whether or not we're able to make the choice for our greatest good, we're always going to be guided to it, which is why sometimes we learn lessons and sometimes we are the lesson, right? But it all, do you see how it all works in your favor? Like every choice you make is guiding you to what is going to put you in your power. But this person is so caught up on wanting to keep this control, right? That they're doing too much. They are doing too much, and justice is being called in on all of their deceptive ways, showing how they've been holding back. Like maybe they've been saying that, yeah, they're okay with something, but it's gonna come out that no, they were never okay with it. They just sucked it up because they thought that that's what you wanted to hear. Right? But that's the beauty of this magic, is like whatever your intentions are, it comes back to you tenfold. So their own truth is coming back to bite them in the ass. And their truth is that they were like, they sold a dream in some way, sense, or form, because they wanted to win. But that created such a heavy burden on you that then you almost, it was like there, you feels like you went through this period of questioning, like, why am I feeling this way? I shouldn't be feeling this way. I should be feeling this way, that way, or the other. If this is really this what it's supposed to be, then I should be feeling this way. But so why am I feeling this, that, or the other, right? And it's because it wasn't really what you thought it was. But you had to be able to be put in a position where you could see that. And how did you see that? By the feeling growing within you to the point where you could then grab a hold of it and say, yeah, you know what? This is it. This isn't real. This isn't what I thought it was. And you learned that lesson. And so guess what? Once you learn that lesson, this person has no choice now but to go on their own path, on their own journey, learning their lesson. I do feel, however, that you're probably going to get drunk calls or drunk texts from this person. I feel that there's stuff that they don't want to look at, okay? But there's a lot of stuff going on, astrologically speaking, that affects all of us, right? Because it's all energy. And this person isn't going to have a choice but to be able to sit there in these energies and feel them. Yeah, they're going to be losing sleep. They're going to be losing a lot of sleep. They're going to be in disbelief. It's like, but it's because they're not wanting to see things. They know deep down that just like you weren't happy deep down, they need to admit to themselves that they weren't happy deep down either, right? Because if they were, this wouldn't have happened. And so whatever it is that they have to learn, they will learn it. They will eventually get there. You are being shown yours. Final words for the collective. What do you want them to keep in mind? Final words, please. Anything is possible. Trust what you're feeling. Let the magic happen. Nine of Pentacles. This is that like independent energy. Embrace your independence. Embrace your freedom at this time. Your ability to, like, you are the ultimate authority in your life, right? And embrace this moment where you're at. And yeah, magician. And really work on manifesting, on creating, right? On summoning what it is that you want into your existence. And how are you going to do that? High Priestess. You're going to do that by following your intuition. And you'll know that by how it feels, right? There's a lot about blue energy here, okay? You'll know how it feels. The truth, you'll know how it feels because of what you feel when you say the truth. And I know that seems kind of twisted, but the truth has a very unique frequency. I've always said that. I stand by it. And I also say that the heart is the compass to the soul's map. Okay? So when you follow your heart, what are you doing? You are navigating or learning to navigate the soul. And that is a journey that we are going to be working on for who knows how long, right? So always have an open heart. Always be open to feel what you need to feel. And always be open to experience what you need to experience so that you can gain the clarity that you need to learn the truths that need to come into your life so that you can let go of the things that have been holding you back. Seven of Swords. Yeah, don't, there's something here about how a story is written. Nine of Swords. Yeah, don't listen to the outside noise. Don't let the deceptions that you've experienced make you lose sleep, right? Or make you get up to a point where you're stuck in your head and feeding yourself like toxicity, right? Overcome that, like success, Six of Wands, right? A victory. And look at all the salamanders, which they represent intuition, right? And there's something about yeah, so climbing, bringing yourself closer to that light within you, okay, the truth within you, and really holding firm in that will, you know that it's going to bring you that that peaceful existence that you're seeking. Yeah, the Sun, King of Pentacles and the Sun, right? I feel like this person may not have really supported what it is that you do for work. Yeah, but there was something there for you to learn as well about where you're putting your time and what's really important to you. And if what you're working on feels more important than the person, then you can't help but feel that way. And I know some people think, well, that's not right. You should always make time for those you love, right? But if you don't feel like making time for someone, you need to accept that you're feeling that, and then really sit there and figure out why it is that you're feeling that way. And if that's how you're feeling, then you made a good call in cutting them loose, right? Maybe that's all you need to hear. Again, you might have a few more conversations coming with this person. If they do approach you, just have grace with them and acknowledge that what they could be going through. You know this person, you know how they think, right? Or at least you thought you did or whatever. But just have grace with them and be honest with them. Be as honest with them as you are with yourself. So don't sugarcoat things for them if you don't sugarcoat them in your head for yourself, okay? Because sometimes people need to hear things a little more bluntly so they can get the message and move on. Anyways, I hope that helped. If it resonated, you can give me a thumbs up if you want. It's a beautiful energy exchange saying thank you, because it helps circulate my video so other people who could possibly be going through a similar situation that need to hear this message will have it pop up on their feed as well. That said, yeah, I really hope that you hold firm in this. I feel that it's not quite over yet with this person. Not saying that you've got to be with them. I'm just saying that there's going to be more interactions with this person. Okay, but what comes for the collective once they can acknowledge that it's okay to interact with this person truthfully? Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands. You learn to go for what you want. And you learn that sometimes getting what you want is just there to show you that you've gotten what you want so that you can realize what it is that you really want. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.